Mama Rumi the mermaid sleeps on the bed, her fishtail draped elegantly. Close up of sleeping Rumi's face, a peaceful smile resting softly. The door slowly opens, Mira's head appears with a mischief expression. Mira tiptoes toward the bed, carefully holding a saw in both hands. Close up of the saw and tail as Mira carefully aims her move. Turn around moment as Mira starts soaring, cartoon sparks flying everywhere. The tail is fully cut off, while Rumi keeps sleeping peacefully. Mira runs out giggling, hugging the heavy fishtail tightly. Rumi opens her eyes slowly and stretches after waking up. Rumi tries moving her tail, feels lightness, and looks downward confused. Close up as Rumi's eyes widen in horror, letting out a scream. Mira places the tail on her work table, brushes and glue scattered around. First person view as Mira generously paints the tail bright pink. Mira pulls out a beautiful box glowing with magical light. Close up of Mira's fingers picking up large sparkling gemstones. Quick montage as Mira glues gems onto scales. Tail starts shimmering. Mira lifts the finish upgraded tail proudly above her head. Mira runs back, struggling to carry the heavy sparkling tail. Rumi sits in a wheelchair, covering her face and crying softly. Mira rushes in and stops, holding the tail out to her mother. Rumi lowers her hand slowly, looking surprised and confused. Rumi takes the new tail, shimmering brightly as her smile returns. Rumi presses the tail to herself and it magically reattaches. Rumi and Mira stand together in front of a large mirror. In reflection, Rumi spins happily while Mira claps excitedly. Mira pushes her mother's wheelchair toward the sunny beach. They stop together right at the edge of the water. Rumi slides carefully from the wheelchair onto the warm sand. Rumi hugs Mira tightly, saying goodbye with deep emotion. Rumi makes a graceful jump into the water, splashes sparkling brightly. Rumi surfaces far away, waves happily, then dives deep. Mira remains alone on the shore, the wheelchair standing empty. Lighting changes as Mira sits crying on the sand alone. Rumi swims gracefully underwater, her gem-covered tail lining the seabed. Colorful fish and coral surround Rumi as she smiles warmly. Rumi notices something unusual, partially buried in the sand. It is revealed to be an ancient pirate treasure chest. Rumi opens the lid, revealing golden pearls inside. Rumi closes the chest, grabs it and swims upward quickly. Mira still looks sad when Rumi emerges, holding the chest. Rumi places the heavy chest directly in front of Mira. Mira's mom sits on the sofa, her eyes drooping, her head nodding off. Close up, Mira yawns, settles comfortably on the pillow, and instantly falls asleep. A small Rumi peeks out from around the corner, a sly glint is in her eyes. Rumi tiptoes to the side table and takes large scissors, some snip, snip. Rumi approaches her sleeping mother, looks at her long, luxurious hair. The scissors close on a lock of hair. Rumi giggles, covering her mouth with her palm. takes off. Rumi runs, waving the bills above her head, anticipating the purchase. Rumi abruptly stops in front of a shop window. A tourist sign is shining. View from inside the window. Rumi's face is pressed against the glass. She eagerly looks inside. Rumi enters inside. Around her are shelves overflowing with toys. She finds her, a soft Hello Kitty. The toy seems magical in the light. Rumi gently strokes the toy's head. Rumi spills the money onto the counter. The toy jumps into Rumi's hands, animated effect of joy. Rumi skips along the street, hugging Hello Kitty. The world seems beautiful. Mira stirs on the sofa. She stretches. Mira gets up, rubs her eyes, not yet understanding what happened. Mira enters the bathroom. Yawning, approaches the mirror. Mira's eyes widen in horror. Mira touches her head. Her hair is cut to the roots. Mira clutches her head and silently screams at her reflection. The door opens. A happy Rumi enters with the toy. Rumi enters the room and sees her mother. The girl's smile slides off her face. Mira sits on the floor, her face buried in her hands, her shoulders shaking with sobs. Rumi moves closer, offers Hello Kitty to her mother, trying to comfort her. Mira lifts her tear-stained face, shakes her head, not looking at the toy. Mira, the scarf or hood, hiding the short haircut. A sudden gust of wind snatches the scarf from Mira's head. The short haircut is visible. Kira's mom and her daughter Kumi are walking toward them. Kira and Kumi stop. The shock on their faces is replaced by malice. Kira points a finger at Mira's head. Kumi starts to laugh loudly and nastily, copying her mother's posture. Mira is ready to sink through the ground. Tears well up again. Rumi looks at her mother, then at the laughing Kira, and Kumi anger boils up inside her. Rumi looks at the Hello Kitty in her hands. The toy no longer brings joy. Rumi throws the toy onto the asphalt.